And what was that again about zombies? Huh?
Stop.
Okay. All right. Moving on to the next topic of the week. What is the
Reviews.
next topic? No. We have
Did
another.
I miss it?
Yeah, number 3. Topic number 3.
They're out of order, my love.
Oh, is that why
Is
it
your
is?
page out of order?
Yeah.
It's out of order then. See,
My bad.
not my fault.
Well, there's still numbers on the right.
I was just
I
flipping
didn't
pages.
staple them correctly.
Yeah.
Topic number.
Flipping pages.
So
Okay,
Tabitha.
sorry.
Oh, what is the next topic?
God. All right. Adult film star and Twitch streamer Adriana. How do you say her last name?
Adriana Chechik.
Is it Chechik?
Yeah, I don't follow her.
I don't either.
I'm pretending.
Has a
I'm pretending
shattered-
like I don't know who she is.
Has a shattered back, but the injury didn't happen the way you think. Instead, she took a nasty jump into a foam pit, one that reportedly wasn't deep enough to meet the regulations. At TwitchCon jousting, that's what she was doing, the jousting match against a fellow streamer, Eddie Bot. She tries crawling out of the pit to no avail, which is when she comes to her aid. Which is when they come to her aid to find out what happened when she went down.
Yeah.
Adriana took to Twitter the next day telling her fans, well, I broke my back in 2 places and I'm getting surgery to put a meter rod in for support today. Send your support and then you should have the address up.
Yeah.
And what do you think of Adriana getting hurt?
So
what is the Twitch's liability?
Me and Joy were talking about this before. There's another TikToker that we follow. He's a lawyer, like
The TikTok lawyer.
the TikTok lawyer is what he calls himself. So what he does is he if you guys don't know, he'll put like a video up that's trending. So what he did with this video is he showed the whole video of her jumping into the foam pit and hurting herself, and he will ask the question, "What do you guys think? Who is liable? Is she liable for her pain and suffering, or is TwitchCon liable for it?" And then he'll give you the answer in part, or his legal advice, or answer in part 2. But before I tell you what he said, let's go around the table without. If you don't know the answer already, let's go around, baby. I think me and you already saw the answer and everything. But before you got his answer, what did you think?
I hadn't seen the video.
Okay.
And so I said, it really kind of depends on what's going on, because I know from experience with like these activity places that have trampolines and all those kind of things, they have you sign a waiver that says, if I break an arm, if I break a leg, if I do something, that's on me.
Yeah.
It's not on them, because this is a risky thing. You're doing things that could result in injury, so it's
Correct.
your fault. Right. I said, but that being said, if there's something going on that they can prove that something was faulty or not done well or improper, well, then of course that's kind of null and void, because you can't help if something's not done correctly, if it's not put together right, or if it's broken, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then I saw the video.
Yeah.
And the comments from all the people in the video saying that the foam pit was like shallow.
Yeah.
And that it just was a concrete bottom.
That's what I felt like. What I saw. Now, when I brought this topic up with Tabitha was like, "Buckle up, Chris, because I have an opinion that you might not be expecting." So with the M. Night Shyamalan twist, Tabitha.
So here's the deal. I know I'm going to have an unpopular opinion, and it's not going to be a compassionate opinion. Unfortunately, it's going to be a business-driven opinion. Now, when you're speaking of regulations, there are levels. Just like if we want to even take it to the extreme, there are levels of murder. So if we can have levels of murders, there's going to be levels of faultiness, so to speak. If they're attractive environment in the sense that their game or I've lost the word now, but
the foam pit.
That foam pit, but there's a term for it in the industry, and I've now lost the term. But not even to do with about the waiver, it's actually to do with the foam pit, but their attraction. Thank you. My God, I wasn't saying their attraction, which is the foam pit, which is the thing that people are paying to utilize, has has criteria it has to match. Now, if their insurance inspected it and said yes, that they're good, if they're not following policies and procedures, there's things going on there, absolutely there are things that should be put on the company. But you do go into places, like Joy had mentioned before, as an adult, with making a choice for a risk, and you've weighed the risk for your life to do this activity. I buy a motorcycle, I take my motorcycle out on the road, I ride my motorcycle. I am taking ownership of the risk that I am taking driving that motorcycle. If I am following the rules, but say there's a pothole in the road, I'm not going to be able to sue the city for that. I know that this risk could possibly be there, and I'm going to have to do something about that. Potholes are part of the thing. Well, in certain attractions in these industries, there are certain wears and tears, which are levels of faultiness. And if we're talking the people claiming that the foam pit wasn't meeting certain standards that's supposed to meet, what is that level? Because no one in what I've seen has named what that level is. Are we talking like, oh, it was an inch below and people...
We finally got that.
You finally got, okay, because I have not seen that, because that's going to dictate a lot of what I would feel is neglect by the company.
So you heard it here first, guys. Tabitha is a corporate woman who will always take the side of big business. No.
I am not big business.
No, but like I see it also from like nursing standpoint, where you frequently see people upset because their child, whatever, relative was very injured. And you're like, okay, well, this activity was meant for only this certain activity. And you did some other stuff that it hasn't been tested for.
Correct.
So it's not really meant for that. It wasn't meant to do what you did.
Yeah.
So
when she says do what you did, I think the only way you can kind of go there is so this foam pit, you're jousting and you're supposed to hit your opponent, knock them off the platform and knock them into the foam pit. She won, and as for her celebration, her victory, she jumps high in the air, exposes her butt. Remember, guys, she is a professional. Exposes her bottom. You know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
And lands hard on the ground and breaks her back in two places.
And most people aren't doing that when they fall off that jousting thing.
Now, so here's the way it kind of.
Well,
go ahead.
As a TikTok lawyer pointed out, because he pointed out both sides, that they sign a waiver that typically kind of gets them, it's at your own risk.
Those waivers usually say you take the risk of this, that, and the other, but it also is two ways. It's like, but you're also saying that you're going to make sure it's as safe as possible.
Correct. She wasn't the only injury that day. There were several others. He's like, more than likely, she does have a case.
But what were the other injuries?
The exact same injuries.
Like
the second they fell into the pit, they hurt
some of them just did a normal fall in and leg injury.
Okay, so then that's a different situation.
So here's what it's turning out. And then when they looked into that, they were like, okay, is she the only one? No, there's other people. Okay, so what happened? When they looked at the pit, so the pit was, the bottom of the pit without the foam was concrete.
Yeah.
But it didn't have the normal.
They didn't have the normal Chuck E. Cheese full
of
balls where a toddler can fall in and just drown in balls. It was that's
the worst statement ever.
Kids have been known to panic and just I live in Chuck E. Cheese now. Quicksand. They've never been seen again. Quicksand. They're gone. Your kids are gone.
They just keep sinking.
They keep sinking. The rumors are that kid is still falling to the depths of hell to this day. Timmy is gone.
Timmy is gone.
But so this was like a Comic-Con, TwitchCon event, right? And they only put a thin layer of foam on it. And by the way, I just realized what our navigator said earlier before we started the show. No, we're not doing a tight 30. Remember, we agreed that the rundown is usually it's going to be an hour, that. So
that would be his ADD kicking in.
Yeah, sorry about that. That just
so you know. Let's pin that.
I just realized it's 7:30, and I'm sure the navigator is like, wrap it up. No, it's an hour show now. Sorry, guys. So it was
Death
only,
by
like a
falls.
thin skin of foam.
Okay.
Was there.
If
So
if other injuries were happening, that does prove a lack of I'm losing my words today, but
Quality
a
control?
lack of quality control. Honestly, yes, but that's
Yeah.
more food and beverage side. But a lack of quality control on their product, and what restrictions and policies and procedures they're supposed to follow with their
Right.
maintenance. So if there's a pattern, then the pattern is leading to something, and that's a different scenario.
Yeah.
But if we're talking like somebody's trying to stretch an injury, I mean, the amount of lawsuits I've had to go through over things that are like legit not my fault are astronomical. It's mind-boggling.
Right, exactly, guys. Like school buses do not need seat belts. That bar in front of your tooth,
Yeah.
that's at tooth level, that'll stop you when you.
It's called character building. Okay? Character building.
Character building. So, guys, what did you guys think? So, do you think Twitch is a lot? Hey, look, to their credit, I saw the full video. It was like she went live. She started streaming about it before when she went into the pit and everything, and she did the whole thing. To their credit, the first joke that I came up with was like, Twitch better not like remove that footage or do anything, because that'll just prove her case even more if they try to cover it up. But it's still there. It's on her page. And she went on Twitter and stuff and was like, I'm in the hospital and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for the most part, I think Twitch is like, yeah, we're probably going to be liable for this. We're probably going to be the ones.
I mean,
but
it's
they're not
not
running from it. So
first of all, let's state the obvious. They're not a small business.
Yeah.
It's not like this lawsuit's going to hurt anything.
yeah, we'll give you another 1 million followers and
Places
we'll
like
call
that
it even.
tend to,
Yeah.
it's just a settlement. It's not even like a court.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want? Okay, we got
It's
it. We're
not. They're not going to be hurting on this one. It's
Yeah.
not like it's a small business.
Yeah. So, guys, adult film star Adriana Chechik.
We don't know.
Chest
We don't
check.
know.
Chest
gets
check.
back-
Chest check.
Got her back broken at TwitchCon.
That's going to be Joy and I's next TikTok, by the way.
That's
Chest
the-
check.
What? Why the hell did I have the camera on you when I said you said that? What the hell? How the hell did I lose track of that? Look at me just dying on camera. Guys, let us know what you guys think about